So in the last session, we have discussed about the reports and dashboards. So what exactly a report and what exactly a dashboard, and what is the difference between this report and the dashboard, and what are the various categories of reports has been given by Salesforce by default, and what exactly the standard reports, what exactly the custom reports, and where exactly all these reports will be getting resides, what are the various of folders available in Salesforce, and how to create our own custom report folder to store our own application specific or module specific reports inside that. And whenever I'm going to be creating the report, we are going to be using that the 4 types of reports in Salesforce, like as tabular reports, summary reports, matrix reports, and the join reports. Then how to create each and every type of report we'll see practically today here. And then we'll see how can we represent this reported data in the pictorial format by using dashboard, and how can we place this dashboard on our organization's home page. We'll see practically. Okay. So now, for example, I would like to configure the tabular reports first. Okay. Now, first we'll see the tabular reports. So what exactly the tabular reports? These are the basic type of reports which has been given by Salesforce by default, which will represent the reported data in the tabular format, okay, along with the grand total information. Okay, along with the grand total information, we can represent the reported data in the tabular format. But we don't have any, chart component. Chart components cannot be applicable for the tabular reports. Okay, chart components cannot be applicable for the tabular reports. That facility will not be available to you. Okay, that facility will not be available to you here. In this case, tabular reports are the very basic type of reports which has been given by Salesforce by default, which is used to represent the reported data in the tabular format along with the grand total information. But we can apply some filters also. Like whenever we are representing the reported data based on some conditions, we can able to apply the filters also. It may be field filter, it may be cross object filter, it may be row limit filter also. Any kind of filter we can able to apply depends upon your requirement. That possibility is available to you. Then how can we create the report? We'll see practically each and every filter how to apply, and then we'll move forward to the remaining types of reports one by one. Okay, now let's take a small use case. Configure a tabular report. Configure a tabular report to represent all the customers, details. Customers means what? Accounts. To represent all the account records and details inside a report, I want a report over here. I want to generate my own report based on my application requirement. Okay, based on my application requirement, I would like to represent a report which can able to represent all the customers' data. Customer means account. All the accounts details I would like to display inside a report here. Okay, there is no filter, there is no condition, nothing. All the customer details I would like to represent. Then how to represent this report, and how can we save the report inside our own folder? How can we download that report information, and how can we eliminate the disclaimer information also? We'll see practically. Okay. Now, let's see. I would like to configure a report now. Let's go to the reports tab. Okay, let's go to the reports tab in order to create a report. Click on that new report button. By using that report builder, we can able to represent the report. I want to select all the account records information to be used inside my report. I want to display only the account records data here. Account object data I would like to use. Select that account object. Click on create, which will be available at the bottom here. Click on create. Now this is the report builder. As you are aware of that in the last session we have discussed, this is the report builder which has been given by Salesforce. Inside this report builder, you will be having so many features to build your own report by adding the required columns, by adding the required alignments, and by adding the required filters also. So now it is displaying that. By default, it is displaying some set of columns inside this report. These are the columns are getting visible right now, but I don't want all these columns. I want my own. I'm having some specific columns to be get visible on the report here. So that I don't want this account owner column, so I would like to remove this. Just you can drag and drop to the left panel so that you can remove this column. I don't want last activity column. I don't want last modified date. I don't want billing state or the provenience. Now I would like to add some columns. I want to show the name and the rating and then industry. I want to display the industry column here. I want to show the annual revenue column and the type column and the ownership column I want to show and the phone number column and the fax number column and the website column and the active status column. These are the columns information I want to represent inside my report here. So now whenever if you want to generate any report, then you can select the columns. What columns data to be get visible inside the report, we can specify the columns information, and along with that we can specify the order also. In which order the columns has to be get visible. Suppose if you want to show the type and the ownership to be the next, at that time here we can specify that. Phone column I want to show over here, fax column I want to show here, type in this place, ownership in this place. And then website and then active status. Depends upon your requirement, we can able to arrange the columns also inside the report because the clients are very, very specific to the order of the columns. Upon configuring the reports inside your real-time organization, now this order also will be given by the clients itself because the clients want all these columns in a specific order. So based on the requirement, we need to specify the order for your columns also. And then, so now here how frequent data you would like to collect, select that range. You will be having the date fields are available to select that how frequent data you would like to use here. How old data you would like to use. The today's data or yesterday's data or last 1 week's data, last 1 month data, last 1 quarter, last 1 year. So now how frequent data you would like to use to generate the report here. Now you can select that the frequency of the data here. Now you can select that all these options are available to you over here. If you want to make it as a daily report, then you can select that option as today. In this today, whatever the records you have created, only those records will be getting collected, those records will be getting represented with the help of this report to you. Not yesterday's data, not the day before yesterday's data here. Okay? Now, in this case here, I want to use all the records available inside my object so that I am going to select that all-time data. Please collect all the records information. Now, once you are specifying the columns information, then click on Run Report button. Once you click on this Run Report button, now whatever the columns you have specified, whatever the frequency of data we have selected, with all those information, it is going to be representing the report information to you. So the report has been getting generated by the Salesforce, which is purely a tabular report along with the grand total information, which is indicating how many number of records has been visible inside this report. Okay. How many number of records have been visible inside this report. So now it is indicating the grand total along with the columns information, whatever we have specified. Okay. Now, in this case, sometimes you can raise a question, sir, upon creating this report, I forgot to select one column, sir. Then how can we collect it? How can we add that? What we can do? Or else, upon creating this report, I have selected the ownership column also, but my client said that they don't want ownership column. How can we remove this from my report? Simply you can go to that customize. You click on this customize button, go back to the customize option, do the record changes, whatever you want. Suppose if you want to remove any of the column, then you can remove. I don't want this ownership, I am going to removing this column, so that you can remove that. Whatever the columns you would like to add, whatever the columns you would like to remove, whatever the changes you want to make, you can come back to the customize, then make the required changes, and then you can click on this Run Report button again, so that you can able to run the report as well. Okay. So now here we are collecting all the records available inside my account object, and we are generating that report over here. Clear? Understood that concept here, how to generate the report? Now. Now let me save this report right now. Click on save as. I want to save this report inside my organization. Inside my organization, I want to store this report inside my folder here. I would like to specify CAS all accounts report. Okay, all active customers, for example, all customers. I'm giving the description also for this report. Now select the folder in which you would like to store. So now already Salesforce has given 2 default folders, and then already we have created one other folder also here in the last session, that is CAS sales reports. This is the folder in which I would like to save my report. Select that folder in which folder you would like to save this report. Click on save button. Simply once you click on save, the report will be getting saved. Will be go back to the report, the options over here. Or else if you want to run the report again, then click on save and return to report, which will be going to the report here which you have generated. You can able to see the report information also. Okay, clear? This is a way we can able to configure the columns to be get visible inside your report, and arranging the columns also, and we can able to save the report inside that specific folder. Okay, on that folder I would like to grant the permission to the required people, so that those people can able to open that report folder. When they run the report, automatically they can able to see the latest data also. Report data is always a real-time data. It's not the old data, it's always a real-time data will be generating the Salesforce. Okay, clear? Now, in this case, I want to save this report information here. Like for example, every day it's my responsibility that I need to generate the report. I need to download this report data into an Excel sheet. That Excel sheet I want to forward to that other people also. So in this case, what we can do? Okay, in this case, what we can do? So that click on export details. You will be having a button called as export details. Click on export details button. Now select that format in which you would like to save the data, either in the CSV file or in the Excel sheet format. I want to store inside that Excel sheet format. Now click on export. Once you click on export, whatever the data is available, the data will be getting exported into an Excel sheet over here. Now open that Excel sheet, we can able to see the data as well. Okay, we can able to see the data which has been given by Salesforce. Whatever the data has been collected from my account object with the help of reports, and then all the data we can able to see inside this report here. Okay, but when you come down, here it is indicating the disclaimer information. This is called as, okay, there is disclaimer information here. Copyrights information, simply we can say. So it is indicating that copyright 2000 to 2019 Salesforce.com Incorporation, all rights reserved. But I don't want to display this particular information about it, because I don't want to inform to my customers or the partners or my end users which tool we are using to generate these reports. Okay, I don't want to give this indication here, so that in this case what I want to do is, I don't want to display this disclaimer information inside my report here. Now for example, next, when you go to my report here, when you go to my report, we are having the printable view format also. Click on printable view format. Here also you will be able to see that report data in the printing format directly. We can send this report to that printing format, and then we can able to print the report also. But here also you will be getting that option of disclaimer information. Here also will be getting the copyrights and the disclaimer information will be visible. Now my client said that I don't want to display this copyrights information inside the report. It may be in the printable view format also. It may be in the export details also. In both the places, I don't want to show this disclaimer information. Now, in this case, what we can do? Do I need to download that report? Nothing but do I need to export the report into my local system and open the report and go to that report, remove these 2 lines of code? No, I don't want to do that manually by my own. I want to make this process automated. I don't want to include this disclaimer information inside my report. Then how can we eliminate? For that one, let's go to your Salesforce instance. Go to the build menu in the left panel. Go to the build menu. Click on customize. We have an option called as reports and dashboards. Reports and dashboards. Inside that you will be having an option called as reports and dashboards settings section. You will be having an option called as reports and dashboards settings. When you go to this, you will be having the copyrights and the disclaimer settings section will be available. Confidential information disclaimer settings. There is a section is available, confidential information in the disclaimer settings section. Here we have two checkboxes are available. Exclude disclaimer from exported report. That means whenever I am going to be exporting the reported data, like as exported details, at that time, please don't include this disclaimer information inside my report here. Okay. Now, this is the exported details format over here. In this one, don't include this copyrights information over here. I would like to exclude this. I would like to remove this one. Now, second one. Exclude disclaimer from reports run pages from the printable view. That means whenever I am going to be exporting the data in the form of printable format, please don't include the disclaimer information. So that if you want to remove the disclaimer information from this printable view format, we have to select that second checkbox over here. If you want to remove this disclaimer information from the exported details option, then you can select this checkbox. Now here I am selecting both the checkboxes over here. Now click on Save. Now try to export this data now. Let me close these two Excel sheets. Now, let's go to the reports right now. This is the report which I have generated, CIS all accounts reports. Now try to export this report data. Click on export details. Click on export. Reported data has been exported to your local system. Open that Excel sheet. Now tell me, do you have the disclaimer information over here? No. Previously, we are having the disclaimer information is available, but right now, copyright information is not available. We have eliminated that by enabling that setting. Okay. Now, next one. So let me go to that printable view format also. Click on printable view. Report data has been exported to your local system in the form of a printable view format so that we can directly send this document to the printing purpose. Now, so now the document is available here. Here also disclaimer information has been eliminated. Previously, we are having the disclaimer information is available. So now depends upon the customer requirement, we need to enable those options so that we can eliminate that disclaimer information from your reports as well. Then in this case, the user doesn't know what kind of reporting tool that we have used to generate this report. Have we used Salesforce related reporting tool or have we used any third party tool like as ClickView, Tableau, OBIEE, nothing but Oracle Business Intelligence and Enterprise Edition like that. We can able to use that. Some other tools are also available to generate the reporting facilities. But we are not using anything over here. We are using that Salesforce related tool itself. But the user doesn't know how we have generated this report by using Salesforce or by using any third party tool. Because the user no need to aware of all these things. I don't want to disclose all this information. So that here we are going to be using this kind of options to be get eliminated from my reporting facilities. Okay? Clear? Understood that concept here? How to generate the report by specifying the which is of by the tabular report. Okay? Next one. Configure one more report here. Use case. Configure a tabular report to represent all the heart rating customers. To represent all the heart rating customers. To represent all heart rating customers. Now tell me here what is that all heart rating customers now? What it means? I want to represent only those account records inside my report whose rating value is equals to heart. Okay, now I would like to apply the conditions on this one. I don't want all the records inside that report. I want to represent only those records which are meeting the specific criteria. So now I would like to specify the condition as rating equals to hard. So now this is the condition I'm applying based on the column called as rating field over here. So that I would like to use field filter. In order to filter out the records, I would like to use that fields. What are the fields are available inside my object? Okay, I would like to use those fields information to apply the conditions. Now let's see how can we represent this one. Now, so now let me go back to that report over here. I would like to create one more report right now. Click on new report button to generate one more report. I want to collect all the account records information. Click on create. Now specify the columns information. I don't want that owner column, last activity, last modified date, billing state or provenience. I want to represent the account record name, rating value, and the industry, and the annual revenue, and then type, and the ownership, and the phone, and the fax, and the customer priority, and the active status. These are the columns information I want inside my report. So that I am selecting only these columns and I want to display the columns in the same order over here. Now I want to collect all time data, so that I am selecting all time here. Now when I click on this run report button, it will collect all the account records information over here. Totally 28 records are available. But in this case, some of the accounts are having the rating value as empty, some records are having the rating value cold, some records are having rating value hot, and the warms are also available. But now my requirement is I don't want all these account records. I want only those account records whose rating value is equals to hot. Whatever the account records are available whose rating value is hot, I want only these account records. The remaining records I don't want. Then how can we arrange this information? Now let's see practically in this case over here. Okay, now. Then now in this case here, go to the customize, add the filters. How to apply the filters now over here? Go to that filters and then click on add button directly, or else you can able to go with that field filter over here. Okay. Now click on that field filter. Once you click on field filter, it is going to be indicating that one row will be getting added to specify the columns. Based on what columns you would like to arrange the data over here. Based on what columns you would like to filter out the records. Specify the columns information, the condition. Now I would like to specify. Tell me what is the condition now. Rating value equals to hard. Click on the lookup icon, select the option hard. Now once you are selecting this option, then click on OK button. Then automatically filter will be getting applied. If you did not click on the OK button, filter will not apply here. So now still it will be having the empty rating accounts also. Click on OK. The filter has been applied. Now click on run report button. So now it is indicating that only 12 records are available inside my object whose rating value is equals to hot. So now here we have applied the filter, filtered by. It is indicating rating value equals to hot. So this is the filter which we have applied right now over here. Whenever we are going to fetching the data, depends upon your requirement, we can able to add the required filters also inside this. Okay. Now, so now here we have added a filter where rating value is equals to hot filter have been applied over here. Okay. Clear? Now. So now click on save as. I would like to save this report inside my organization over here. All hot rating customers report. Okay. So we have selected that the condition, that is rating equals to hot. Field filter we have applied. That means based on some fields we can able to apply the conditions. Now select the folder in which you would like to save your report. I am saving that report inside my personal folder which you have created in the last session, that is CS sales reports folder. Now click on save and return to run report. So now we can able to get that report information which will be having only the 12 records are available which are having the rating value equals to hot. Okay, clear? Now if you want to get that printable view, we can get that only those records here. Here also we can able to see that information based on what columns we have filtered out that report data. Now, so now based on what column we have filtered out the records, we have indicated that here. Okay, now it is indicated. Filtered by rating value is equals to hard. The condition will be getting applied clearly inside this. Inside the report itself, we can able to see these are the 12 records are available which are having the rating value equals to hard. Like that, we can able to apply your own filters also depends upon your requirement. Okay, clear? Next one. Write one more small use case here. Configure a tabular report to represent all the customers who has raised the cases. Who has raised the cases. Now tell me what we can do in this case here. I want to represent only those customers who has raised the complaints. Then what we can do in this case? That means what? Whenever we are having some account records, account record might be associating with some case, account record may not be associated with the cases. But now my requirement is, I want only those account records which are having some related cases. If there is any account is there which is not having any related case, I don't want that account to be represented in my report. I want only those customers who has raised some cases as of now. Then how can we do that here? Now let's see practically. Now in this case, whenever we are going to be generating this report to represent all the account records who has raised some cases, then I want to apply the field filter. Not the field filter, I would like to apply the cross filter over here. Okay, whatever the account records are available which are having the cases, only those account records information I would like to represent that. Okay, now let's see practically how can we do that. I'm generating a new report right now by using the report builder. Accounts. Now I want to specify the columns information first. I want to show the account record name and the type and the rating value. Along with that industry column, annual revenue column, type column, and the phone and the fax and the active status. These are the columns information I would like to represent inside my report. I want to use all-time data so that I am selecting the all-time data now. Now when you run the report, it will represent all the account records to me here. Total 28 account records will be getting visible. But all the records may not be having some related cases. But I want only those accounts which are having some related case records. For that one, I would like to apply some filters here. Now, let's go to the filter condition. Don't click on this plus symbol, don't click on this add button directly. Just click on this, the small pick list option is available, expand this, click on cross filter. Okay, the cross object filters we can able to apply. Click on cross filter. Now it is indicating that here. Okay, now it is indicating accounts with or without. Okay, what account records you want to create over here? What account records you would like to use? I want only those account records which has been raised at cases. Account with what here? Okay, now these are the various child objects are available with which the account object is having the association. Account object is having the child object like account clean info, account feed, activities, assets, cases, collaboration group record, connection histories, contact roles, contacts, contracts, duplicate record items, integration rule info, and then opportunities, orders, partner. These are the various child objects are there for your account here. Okay. Now I want only those account records with cases. So that I am selecting that cases over here. So whatever the account records are available, which are having the related case records over here. Okay, which are having the associated cases are available over here. Whatever the customers are available, we can now which are having the associated case records information. We can able to specify that. I want only those account records with the cases. That means account records which are having the case records. I want those records. Now click on OK. Now run the report. So now it is indicating that we are having totally 10 records are available which are having some related case records here. Now there is, I may be having some doubts. Okay, maybe so now these accounts may be having the cases or not. I want to cross check that. Just to open any of this record here, test it whether it is having the cases or not. Now there is a related case is available for this account. Now I want to open this record. United Island Gas Singapore. Let's verify. Do we have the cases or not? How do you know? Here it is indicating that don't need to go to the cases section. Here you will be having quick links are available. These are the quick links are available. Now cases. How many cases are there? 3 cases. How do you know when you press the mouse pointer it is indicating these are the 3 cases are available to you. Okay, for this particular account. No need to go back to that complete the down of this user interface. You can able to see on the top also by using this quick links. Okay. Now in this case, these are the various account records are available which are having some related cases are available over here. Okay. So now these are the total 10 accounts are there which are having that related cases inside your organization. Okay. Clear? So let me save this report. Now account records with cases. I want to save this report inside my folder, CAS Sales Reports folder. Click on Save and Return to Report. Now, this is the way we can able to add your filters here, which is a cross filter. Okay. Now, in this case here, whenever I am going to be getting the data by using these reports here, we are able to fetch more number of records, but I don't want all. I want only some specific number of records, like some 5 records, 10 records, 20 records as the result inside my report here. In this case, how can we represent that? Okay, how can we represent? Now let's see practically. Now, I would like to generate one more report of type account here. I am using this account records. I am generating a report. I want to show that account record name and the rating value and the type, industry, annual revenue, phone number and the fax number and the active status. So now these are the columns are available inside my report. I am collecting all the records available inside my report right now. When I click on this run report button, the report will be getting executed. It is going to be representing the records available inside my object. Now, I don't want all these records to be represented inside my report. I want only some 10 records here. Okay, I want only some 10 records. How can we represent these 10 records now? Let's see. In this case, we can able to use a filter called as row limit filter. There is a concept called as row limit filter. We can able to indicate. Now in this case row limit, I am indicating the 10 or 20 or 30, whatever depends upon your requirement here. So now here I am indicating only the 10 records here. So now please collect all the account records available inside my object based on the revenue here. Based on the annual revenue, okay, in the descending order. That means you are all getting that nothing but from which customers you have generated that high revenue. The top 5 most customers information I want. Okay, the top 5 most customers I want over here. For that one, I am going to be arranging the records based on the annual revenue in the descending order. So that maximum to minimum here. Based on the annual revenue, only those records I want here. Only those 5 customers I want here. I am indicating that row limit as 5. Now click on OK. So now here we have applied over here. Okay, now here we have applied. Okay, now. So now here in this case we have applied this condition over here. Now suppose if you want to represent like as a 2. Observe this one here. Now we can specify the 2 also. Depends upon your requirement, whatever you want. Like as topmost 2 customers or topmost 5 customers here from whom we have generated that more revenue. Click on OK. Now run the report. Even though we are having more number of customers are available, we can able to generate, we can able to represent only those top 5 most customers from whom we are generating that annual revenue. So that here we can able to represent the records information in the ascending format or descending format also based on 1 or more number of columns. Okay. So we can able to apply the filters based on the specific column also. We can apply the filter based on that cross object. We can apply the filter based on that number of records to be get returned. Okay, the number of records to be get returned over here. Okay, clear? I am going to be saving this report now. I would like to indicate top 5 premium customers info reports. Okay. I am indicating that the top 5 premium customers report. Now I would like to save that report inside my folder, that is CS sales reports folder. Now click on save. The report will be getting saving into your folder itself. These are the various reports which you have generated over here, which are of type tabular report. Okay, which are having tabular report. Okay, clear? So now this is the way we are generating the tabular report, which will be having it is a very basic type of report. So now which is used to represent the reported data in the tabular format along with the grand total information. But we can apply your own filters also. Whatever the filters you want, we can able to apply the filters also. Inside that, it may be 1 or more number of filters also. It may be field filter, or the cross filter, or the row limit filter also we can able to apply. Depends upon your requirement. Okay? Clear? Now let's see the second type of report over here. Summary reports. Okay. So what do you mean by summary report basically? You know, roll-up summary concept. What is the roll-up summary concept? What we are doing basically? In the roll-up summary, we are going to be summarizing the child records information. Summarizing means what? Grouping. Okay, grouping. We are grouping the child records information based on parent record ID. Like the similar way here also, we can able to group the records based on 1 or more number of columns inside the report. Like for example, assume that I am having a report. In this report, I'm having so many customers data is available, almost 28 customers data is available. Now I want to group this data based on that rating. Like all the hot rating customers into a separate group, warm rating customers into a separate group, cold rating customers into a separate group, and then empty rating customers into a separate group. I want to divide these customers information to the various small groups. At that time, whenever we are going to be grouping the records based on one or more number of columns, then we can go with that summary reports. Summary report will allow us to summarize, that means group that report data based on one or more number of columns. That possibility is available to you. But in this case, how can we generate that summary reports over here? Okay, now let's see practically in this case, what are the various additional features will be available inside this summary report when compared with the tabular format. Okay, when compared with the tabular report, what additional benefits will be available inside this summary report? Now let's see practically. Now, so this is the normal tabular report that we have. Okay, this is the normal tabular report that we have. So which is having that option over here. Okay, which is having this option. Report type is tabular report. Okay, now. So now I want to generate a report which is of type summary here. Okay, then how can we configure that summary report? Now let's see practically in this case. Now, make a note over here. Summary report allows us to group the records based on one or more columns. More columns in the object. Based on one or more number of columns inside the object, we can able to group the records data here. Whenever we are going to be grouping the data, suppose if I am using the rating column to group the data, then that rating column will not be visible to you in the report columns over here. That means the grouping column will not be visible to you inside the report columns. Whatever the grouping column, like as whatever the column you have used, like as rating column, industry column, it may be type column, or it may be like as active status column, whatever the column we have used to group the data, then that grouping column will not be visible to you inside that report again. Because that is a group. In that group, we can able to see that values, but that column will not be visible to you inside that report here. Okay, now make a note over here. Grouping column will not be visible on the report. Grouping column will not be visible on the report. Grouping column will not be visible on the report. Grouping column will not be visible on the report. Okay, now. So whatever the summary reports are available, for those summary reports, we can able to prepare chart components. Chart components will be getting allowed for the summary reports here. That means whatever the data that you have grouped, the data we can represent in the pictorial format by using some chart components. Okay, now. Chart components can be applicable. For the summary reports. Summary reports will support the chart components here. Chart components can be applicable for the summary reports. Okay, we can able to represent the summary reported data in the pictorial format by using the chart component. That may be horizontal bar chart, vertical bar chart, it may be pie chart, donut chart, scattered chart, Gauss chart, whatever, anything. We can able to represent the data in the form of that chart component also over here. Okay, now. So in this case, how can we represent that summary report? Now let's see practically in this case. Okay, now. How can we represent the data? How can we group? We'll see practically, and then we'll see some more additional options also inside this summary reports here. Now let's see. Okay, now take a small use case. configure a summary report to represent all the customer details by grouping based on the rating field. Based on the rating field. Based on this rating column, I would like to summarize this report's information over here. Based on that rating field, I would like to summarize this report information and then I would like to represent that in a chart component. And represent the reported data in the pie chart. Represent the reported data in the pie chart. Then how can we prepare this report? Now let's see practically in this case. So what is the grouping column inside this? Rating column. Rating column is a grouping column inside this. I would like to use the rating column to group the records based on that column. Now let's see how can we represent this. Now, I want to create a new report over here. Now, in this case, go to that report, click on new report button here. I want to select all the account records here. I am selecting the required columns to be get visible inside my report. I want to use that account record name, rating, type, industry, annual revenue, and the ownership, and the phone number, fax number, customer priority, active status. These are the columns are getting visible over here. Okay, these are the columns are getting visible. I want that all-time data. Okay, I want that all-time data. So now tell me this report type is what right now? Tabular, because it is indicating tabular report here. Here I will show you two scenarios over here. Okay, two ways. How can we group these records based on these columns here? Now just to go to that report type, select it as summary. Once you click on summary, it is providing a drop zone. This is called as a drop zone here. Okay, this is called as a drop zone where we can able to drag and drop a column based on which you would like to group the data here. Okay, this is called as a drop zone. Nothing but only the horizontal wise we can able to group the records information over here. Not in the vertical, only the horizontal wise we are grouping this. Okay, now. So now here in this case it is providing that only the horizontal grouping will be available. So now just you can drag and drop that column inside this drop zone to represent that, to group the records here. Just I would like to use rating column, so that I am going to be drag and drop. Okay, drag and drop this column here. Automatically, based on that column, it is going to be grouping the records information inside this. All the rating value empty records, 9 records are there, these are the 9 records. With the rating hot, we are having 12 records are there, these are the 12 records. With the rating warm, 4 records are there, these are the 4 records. With the rating cold, 3 records are there, these are the 3 records. This is one way. That means you can able to use the drop zones or else instead of using this. Okay, instead of using this. Now, I would like to use that report here. I am generating that report now. Second one. Click on create. Select the columns information, whatever you want. Because here I have used the drop zones. Now I don't want to use any drop zone right now here. Rating value, and then industry, and the annual revenue, type, ownership, phone, fax, customer priority, and the active status. I want to collect all time data. Now, if you want to group the record based on this rating column, just you can no need to use that selecting the tabular format directly. Go to the column which you would like to use to grouping, expand this. You will be having an option called as group by this field. Okay, group by this field. There is an option is available, group by this field. Now, in this case, what happened? Now, currently, what is the report type here? Tabular. Now, click on this group by this field. Now, tell me what is the report type now? Summary. Summary means what here? Whatever the report is available, whose the data has been grouped based on one or more number of columns, those reports are called as summary reports. Summary reports will allow us to group the reports data based on one or more columns. Now here we have indicated that. Now what additional option that you have seen over here? Add a chart. There is a chart option is available. Previously, when I tried to use the tabular format, there I didn't get this option add chart. That means chart component cannot be applicable here. Okay, chart component cannot be applicable. But now, if it is a summary reports will allow us to add the chart components also. That possibility is available. Now, in this case, now tell me we have added account name, rating column. In the rating column is visible inside this report columns over here? No. Because that column is a grouping column, so that grouping columns will not be visible to you inside that report over here. Okay, the grouping column cannot be visible to you inside that report columns. Now run the report. Now we can able to see the data here. So now with the rating empty, rating equals to empty. 9 records are there. These are the 9 records. With the rating value hard, 12 records are there. These are the 12 records. Rating value warm, 4 records are there. Rating value cold, 3 records are available here. Okay. Now, in this case, if you want to subgroup, sir, I want to subgroup based on that the priority over here. High priority records separately, low priority records separately, empty priority records separately, and then medium priority records separately here. At that time, how can we do? In this case, can we subgroup these records? Yes. Now, let me go to that here. Customize. So now I want to apply subgrouping also over here. Based on what column, for example, I would like to use active status here. Okay, active records separately, inactive records separately, like that. Now select this column also, click on group by this field. Okay, now based on that active status column, I'm subgrouping the records right now. Now run the reports over here. Let's see. So now we are having totally rating value empty, 9 records are there. From those 9 records, active status equals to empty is 5 records are there. Active status yes, 4 records are available. Okay. Now these are the 5 records are there whose active status is empty. These are the 4 records are there whose active status is because yes. When coming to the heart rating records, from those active status records empty is 1 record is there, and active status yes is 11 records are available. These are the 11 records. Now warm rating record. From those active empty 1 record, active yes 3 records. From the cold rating records, active yes 3 records, and then we are having that these are the 3 records are available. Like that we can able to apply subgrouping up to how many levels? 3 levels, not more than that. Okay. First one is rating, one grouping, and then based on that after that we have used that active status, one more grouping. And then one more column we can use. Maximum of 3 levels of grouping can be applicable when coming to the summary report. Whenever we are grouping the reports, we can able to apply the grouping up to 3 levels, not more than that. That is a limitation given by Celsius. Okay? Clear? Now. So now here in this case, we can able to add these columns also. Okay, now. So now this is my reported data is available here. Now I remove that active status report grouping over here. So now here these are the records are available. So now rating value empty, 9 records, rating value hot, 12 records, rating value warm, 4 records, rating value cold, 3 records. These are the 4 groups are available right now. Now I want to represent this report data in the pictorial format, nothing but the chart components. So go to that customize. We can able to add a chart component also. Click on add a chart. Click on add a chart. So now select that chart component, what kind of component you want to use. You are having that horizontal bar chart, vertical bar chart, line chart, pie chart, donut chart, funnel chart, scattered chart. These are the various charts are available. Now select what chart component you would like to use to represent. For example, I would like to be using the donut chart here. For example, select the donut chart. Now select the data here, values, record count. Okay, record count, it is collecting the record count over here, and then the wedges based on that rating column. Based on the rating column, it is counting that how many number of records are available. Here it is indicating the color coding notation. Now this blue color is indicating empty rating, and then this green color is indicating hot rating, orange color warm rating, and the purple color is indicating the cold rating here. Now it is indicating that rating option also. Now, in this case, how can we represent that here? I want to apply some settings so that when you go to this chart component, here we are having the chart data. Okay, two tabs are available. Chart data tab, formatting tab is available. Chart data means what? Data is representing where. So now the values are record count and the wedges are rating values. Now the formatting option. If you want to give any title for this report, then you can specify over here. Now, customers group by rating. Okay, group by rating. Automatically, the title will be getting visible for your report over here. Okay, for the chart component, title will be getting visible. Now, legend position. Where you want to see this legend position? This is the legend position, nothing but the color coding notations. Where you want to see? Then you want to see in the left or right side, you want to see at the bottom side, you want to see on the top of the chart over here. Now we can specify right or bottom or on chart. If I'm selecting bottom, this will be getting visible at the bottom place. If I'm selecting on chart, this will be getting visible on the chart component over here. It depends upon your requirement. I want to show at the right side, so that I'm indicating right side over here. Now show labels. Okay, labels will be getting visible to you. Combine small groups into others. That means if you're having only small percentage of groups are available, combine into the others. I don't want to do that here. Now show values. Nothing but how many number of records are available I want to show. So now we can able to represent that number of records are available over here. Show wedges. Nothing but the percentage. Now from the center 100%, how much percentage is occupied by the hot rating records? How much percentage of warm rating? Percentage of cold rating? Percentage of empty rating I want to show. Now show wedges here. Percentage also will be indicating. Enable Hover. That means what? When you place the mouse pointer on this particular color, it has to indicate that option through with the help of Recur's online help. So I want that enable Hover option also. Next, the show total. Nothing but totally how many number of records are available I want to show in the middle. For that one, show total here. Now the total number of records will be getting visible. Next. So once you specify this option, then where you want to show the chart? You want to show the chart, okay, on the above the chart or the below the report over here. Above the report or the below the report. I want to show this chart on the above the report. What is the chart size? It may be small, tiny, large, extra large, you can specify here. Tiny, small, medium, large, extra large. That means what is the size of the chart that you would like to visible here? We can indicate. I am indicating like a some medium size of chart. Now click on OK button. Once you click on OK, the chart will be getting visible to you. Now the chart is looking like as a bit lengthy chart here. I would like to give that small size. Edit chart. Small. Now, to indicate that chart size. When you run the report, now it is indicating that the chart component is available to you. So now whatever the records are available inside my report, now these records data I am going to be representing in the form of pictorial format also by using that chart component. If you want to give a medium size, click on medium. You can able to see size, see a lengthy chart also, a big size chart. So now it is indicating that totally 12 records are available which are having the heart rating over. So when you place the mouse pointer, it is indicating. Now with the heart rating, 12 records are available which is occupying 43% of the records. Now blue color, your rating value is empty, which is having 9 records are there, totally 32% has been occupied. Now cold rating here, 3 records are there, 11% of occupation. And then it will be having that warm rating records which are having 4, which is occupying 14% of this entire records over here. Like that we can able to see the report chart component also inside this. Okay. So now we can able to represent that chart component also for your summary reports here. Tabular reports will not allow you to generate the chart component. For your summary report, we can able to generate the chart component also. Okay, clear? This is the way we are going to be generating the summary reports along with the chart components inside this. Okay, I'm indicating all customers. No. Now, save and return to the report here. So now this is the report which we are going to be generating over here. Okay, which we are going to be generating. I'm making it a small size. This is the report here. Now, sometimes you can raise a question, sir, I want to run this report every day. Not manually, I want to make it schedule. Do we have any option to schedule this report? Yes. How can we schedule the report? In order to configure the report, Salesforce has given two features to you. Report builder and the report scheduler. By using the report builder, we can able to build the report. By using the report scheduler, we can able to schedule the report to be get run on periodical intervals. It may be daily, it may be weekly or monthly, quarterly, whatever. We can able to specify that. Now, in this case, if you want to run this report every day evening at 6 o'clock or some specific time period, and then I would like to collect all the data, and this data I want to send to the people in the form of an email notification. How can we do that? For that one, whatever the report you have configured, we would like to schedule that report over here. Now go to that report. You will be having that run report option. Here we have two options are available. Run report now or future schedule for future runs. Two options will be getting available over here. Run report now and then schedule for future runs. I want to run this report every day. For that one, I would like to schedule this report here. Click on schedule for future runs. Now specify the information. What is the frequency of execution here? You can specify daily, weekly, monthly. Okay, now we can specify that. It depends upon your requirement here. Now I would like to run the report based on this particular user's permission. That means based on this user, whatever the records are accessible, collect all the records and then place inside the report here. Once the report has been getting generated, please send the report to the people in the form of an email notification. To whom you want to send? Now, not only to me, I want to send the email notification to other users also. To whom? Select that users here. I want to send the email notification to the training batch users email ID, development batch users email ID also, testing batch users email ID also. To these three users, I want to send the email notification of this reported data. Okay. So now whatever the reported data has been collected, please send this data to the people in the form of an email notification for the three users email ID here. Now I want to run this data report, okay, every day. It may be every weekday or every day. Nothing but Monday to Friday or complete Monday to Sunday. We can specify that depends upon your requirement. If it is weekly, we can specify. Every day of the week or only on specific days here, you can specify. Or monthly. If it is a monthly, when you would like to run. On first day of the month or that first Saturday, first second day or last day, everything we can able to specify that. I want to run this report, okay, weekly, okay, every Sunday and then every Thursday I want to run this report here. Okay, every Sunday and the Thursday I want to run this report. Now from which date to which date you would like to run? Specify that start date and the end date here. By default, it is going to be indicating that 1 month period. That means here, like as some December 2nd to okay, the January 2nd. Okay, December 2nd to January 2nd. But not only for the January 2nd, 2020, I want to run for till January 2nd, 2021. Okay, for the next 1 year, I would like to run this report here. We can able to specify that here. Now, at what time you want to run? Select the preferable start timings over here. You will be having 12 a.m., 3 a.m., 9 p.m. Depends upon your requirement, we can able to specify. I want to run the report outside of my business hours, so that I want to run at morning at my evening at 9 p.m. over here. Okay, clear? Now click on save report schedule. So now I want to run the report And then once the report has been getting run, collect the reported data. The data has to be get sent to the people's email IDs, okay, in the form of email notification. And then run the report on this days every week from this date to this date on so and so time. And then run this report and send the data to the people here. Now click on save report schedule. Now the report has been scheduled over here. From there onwards, every day, every weekday, that means every Sunday and every Thursday, the report will be getting run. It will collect that report data. This data will be sending to the people in the form of an email notification by default. Okay. Now, when you go to that reports over here, when you go to that reports, these are the 4 reports are there. Now, from these 4 reports, which report is in scheduling process now? How do we know? Now it is indicating that here. This is the scheduling option over here. Now it is indicating tick mark. This is the report which has been scheduled report here. It's not a manual run report. It's a scheduled report. Directly we can able to understand whether the report has been scheduled one or it's a manual run report here. Okay? Clear? Now. So now this is the reported data is available to me here. Okay, this is the reported data is available. So now we are having that annual revenues are available, everything. For example, now sometimes my customer will raise a requirement here. Now, grouping wise, I want the total annual revenue. Group wise, total annual revenue I want. In this group, okay, in this first group, we are having 2 records are available. These are the 2 records. It is having some annual revenue. It is having some annual revenue. Some of these 2 records annual revenue I want to show over here on the top. Nothing but group wise, the annual revenue total I want here. In this case, how can we do? Let me show you that. We can able to summarize the columns also here. Let's go to that. You will be having that. I want to show this annual revenue at the last so that we can see that. Okay. Now, annual revenue column is there. I want to prepare a summarized over here. Nothing but now the group wise total I want. Now just to expand this one, okay, annual revenue, we have an option called as summarize this field. Okay, summarize this field. There is an option. Click on the summarize this field. Now you want what you want over here. Sum, average, maximum, minimum. I want that sum of all this annual revenue values inside this field. Once you click on apply, automatically now it is going to be applying the summarized information. When you run the report, we can able to see that. Now for these 2 records, the total nothing but the summarized annual revenue value. This is the one. For this particular records here, this is the group wise total here. Here this is the group wise total. This group wise total we can able to represent over here. This group wise total we can able to represent in this place. Okay. Like that here group wise total also we can able to represent this information also inside this. Okay, by using that summary report. Okay. Clear? Now that means here, whenever we are going to summarizing that information based on the numerical columns only, we can able to summarize that. Okay, based on the numerical columns, we can able to summarize that columns information because summarizing means what? Grouping. Grouping means what? Here we are going to be applying some aggregate functions like as sum, okay, like as minimum, maximum, average. These can be applicable only on numerical values, so that this can be applicable only on the numerical fields that we have inside your object. Okay, clear? Now, so now let's see here. Now in this case, how can we create? Okay, how can we create a bucketing field here? Okay, how to create a bucket field? How to create a bucket field? So what exactly the bucket field? Now let's see practically. Okay. Now, for example, assume that we have some students are available. Okay, we have some students. Now recently, these people has appeared for a competitive exam. Okay, these people has attended for a competitive exam. In this competitive exam, they got some marks. Now the total number of marks is 100 marks. If the student got minimum some 55 marks, he will be pass. Else, he will be failed. Okay, this is the pass percentage here. If the student got 55 marks, then he will be passed or else he will be failed. Now we are having so many students are available. Like some Ramesh. He got some 78 marks. Pavan. He got some 60 marks. Suresh. 81 marks. Sampath. 29 marks. Kumar. Like some 56 marks. Rajesh. 51 marks. Now tell me in this case, these are the names of the students here. These are the marks. These are the two columns are there inside my table here. I have stored all the student names and the marks here which they got. Now I want to represent the result. Okay, result. So now here in this case here, I want to show the result here. Now tell me whether the student is passed or failed. Pass. Because here I am going to be representing that the student who is getting more than 55 marks, he will be passed. Now this student, pass. Now this student, pass. Now, what about this student? Fail. Now this student, pass. This student, fail. That means what? How you are recognizing over here? Based on the marks. Okay, based on the marks, we are identifying whether the student is passed or failed. So now here in this case, actually this result is not a column inside my table. But even though I want to show this result inside my report, as of now, we have added some columns. These are the columns available inside my object. All those columns we have added onto my report here. But now I want a column inside the report which is not present inside my object now. Okay. I want to add a column additionally inside my report only, but it is not the column of a table here. It's not a column of my object. I want to add some additional fields, some temporary columns inside my report, okay, with the help of a feature called as bucket field. Okay, bucket fields are used to add some additional columns inside the report based on some another field values. Based on some another field values, we can able to generate some values. Those values we can able to represent inside my report additionally by adding one additional column. But that column will not be adding onto my object here. That column will be visible only inside my report itself over here, not inside my table. It's not my table column, it's my report column. Additionally, we are adding with the help of this bucket field. Bucket fields are used to add some additional columns inside the report, okay, which will be generating the value based on the other columns inside the report. Okay, based on this column value, we are generating this column values inside this bucket field over here. Okay, now let's see how can we generate this bucket field. Now let's see over here. Now in this case, what I want to do is, I'm having so many records are available, then the annual revenue values are there. Now in this case, if I'm having any customer, okay, if I'm having any customer from whom I'm generating that 50 lakhs of revenue, 50 lakhs of revenue, then that means the customer from whom who are having that annual revenue greater than or equals to 50 lakhs, I would like to treat those customers as the premium customers. I would like to convert that customers as, I would like to treat those customers as premium customers. Nothing but very valuable customers to me. The customers who are having the revenue less than 50 lakhs, I want to treat them as the base customers or basic customers. Okay, the basic customers. Whether that customer is a premium customer or a basic customer, I want to know. Okay, whether that customer is a premium customer or the basic customer, I want to know that here. For that reason, I would like to add an additional column inside my report here. But that column is not there inside my object. Now, I want to add that column here inside my report based on that revenue value over here. Now, let's see how can we add that bucket column here. I want to add a bucket field. Add a bucket field inside my report here. Bucket field name is customer type. Okay, customer type here. So now here we can able to indicate that here. based on that annual revenue column. Based on the annual revenue column, I am going to be adding that bucket field here. So in this case, define the range values over here. Define the range values. If this particular is going to be having the annual revenue greater than some less than or equals to some 50 lakhs. Okay, less than or equals to some 50 lakhs. Then he will be the basic customer. Or else, if he is having more than this 50 lakhs revenue, he will be my premium customer. Okay, what type of customer it is? Okay, what type of customer it is, I would like to find out that. So that if the customer is having that annual revenue less than or equals to 50 lakhs, then I am going to be indicating this customer is a basic customer, or else he will be a premium customer. Now click on OK button here. Now let's run the report now. In this case, an additional column has been getting added over here. Okay, the customer type, whether he is a basic customer or a premium customer over here. Now it is indicating that. Now in this case, this customer is having that annual revenue 0, that means less than 50 lakhs, so that it will be basic customer. He is having that the value in terms of crores, so he is a premium customer. This is 40 lakhs, so that here basic customer. And we are having 25 lakhs, basic customer. This 65 lakhs, that means more than 50 lakhs, he will be premium customers. He will be having in terms of crores, so premium customer. He is also premium. He is having that 25 lakhs, so basic customer. 34 lakhs, basic customer. 70 lakhs, premium customer. 30 lakhs, basic. 45 lakhs, 25 lakhs, 34 lakhs, 45 lakhs. These are all our basic customers. Like that, here we can able to add some additional columns also inside your report. Okay, based on that, another field inside your report over here. Okay, clear? Now, in this case, sometimes in the entry point of view, they will raise a question. Now, in each and every rating wise, I want to indicate how many basic customers are there, how many premium customers are available. Can I apply the rating, can I apply the grouping based on this bucket column? Yes, it will be applicable over here. Let's go to that. Click on customize. Based on that bucket column, I would like to apply the grouping here. Now, click on, okay, group by this field here. Now run the report. Now we can able to see that here. Now, the totally 9 ratings are available. From that one, 8 basic customers, 1 premium customer. Heart rating records 12. From that one, 8 are basic customers and 4 are premium customers. And from that warm rating, 1 basic customer, 3 premium customers. From the rating cold, we are having 1 basic customer and then the 2 the premium customers are available. Like that, we can able to represent the reported data in the pictorial format also. And along with that, we can able to apply the grouping also inside your reports. Whatever that, the bucket columns that you have created on that bucket columns also, we can able to apply that grouping here. That facility will be available to you. Okay? Clear? Let me save this report. Okay? This is the way we are going to be using the bucket fields inside your Salesforce reports. Next. The third one. Joined reports. Now, joined reports. What exactly the joined reports over here? Joined reports are used to combine the multiple reports data into a single report. Okay, joined reports are used to combine the multiple reports data into a single report. Like for example, come to a general scenario, assume that I'm working in a service team as a service engineer. Every day, the customers are raising so many complaints by using the different channels. Those cases are routing to us. As a service team member, it is my responsibility that I need to work on some of the cases. I need to close those cases here. So today, they have assigned some 100 cases to me, okay, which I need to resolve. By end of the day, I need to give the status update to my service head that today morning you have assigned some 100 cases to me. From these 100 cases, these are the cases I have closed. These are the cases I'm still working right now. These are the cases which has been escalated. These are the cases which I haven't started still because I'm busy with the other cases so that I was unable to work on the remaining, which I'm going to be completing by tomorrow. Then, by end of the day, I need to give the status update to my manager here or to my service head. At that time, I want to indicate that all the cases information is separate table. All the closed cases in a separate table, working cases in a separate table, new cases in a separate table, escalated cases in a separate table. I want to club that multiple reports into a single one. For that one, how can we generate that joined report? Now let's see practically. Joined reports will allow us to group a collection of reports data into a single report itself. Then how to do that? Now let's see. By using this joined reports, we can able to club the multiple reports and data into a single report by preparing the multiple blocks. Okay, by creating the multiple blocks here. How to create these multiple blocks? Okay, now let's see practically in this case. Now, I want to generate a joined report right now to represent that all the service related information. Let me create a new case right now. Click on this new report. I would like to use that service related cases here. Click on case object. Click on create. I want to represent the data here. Click on show details. I want to show that reported data here. Nothing but the case details. I don't want that case owner. Subject also I don't want. Date and opened I don't want. Opened I don't want. Closed I don't want. All these things. I want to add some column. For every case you will be having the case number. I want the case number column. And the status of that case. And the type of the case. Priority of the case. Case origin. Case reason. Only these are the columns I want. Remaining columns I don't want here. Okay. These are the cases are available over here. I want to generate this report. When I click on this run report, select all time data. Now I would like to generate all the records here. Totally 27 records are available over here. Where most of the cases are closed one, some cases are new one is also there. Okay, we are having these cases. Now I want to segregate to the multiple tables over here. How can we represent to the multiple tables? In this case, I would like to make this report type as joined report. So that go to the report type, select it as joined. Okay. Click on joined. Now it is preparing a block over here. Now click on this block name and then give the name over here. All the closed cases. Okay, we can give that block name. Closed cases. I want to show only the closed cases inside this particular the block over here. For that one we can apply the condition. When you go to that filter section, you will be having that. This is the closed cases block. For this one, this is the filter section. Click on add. I'm adding that condition here. Now, the case status equals to closed. Only those cases which have been closed I would like to add. Click on OK. Now, when you run the report, it is going to be indicating only those cases which has been closed over. These are the case numbers and the case type, priority, origin, reason, and then you will be having the status of this case. These are the closed cases. Totally 23 is available. Now I want to show the new cases also which I haven't started still. Let me go back to that. I want to add one more block over here. This is one block. Like the similar way I would like to add another block over here. With what columns? With the case number column. Just we can drag and drop that column onto the outside of this block. Automatically, one more block will be getting prepared by Salesforce. Now the case number, I'm drag and dropping to the outside of this block. Automatically, one more block will be getting prepared by Salesforce. Here we can able to add the block number here, like as new cases. Okay, new cases. I want to add the columns over here. What columns you would like to add, we can specify. Like as case number, case status, case type, case priority, case origin. Now, these are the columns I have placed. But here what I want to show only the new cases here. Okay. Now, in this case, when you come to the top, here you will be having one more filter section. Now, this particular filter section is applicable only for the closed cases block. For this block, for the first block, whatever the filters you want to apply, specify the filters over here. For the second one, for the new cases block, filters you want to apply by using this particular section over here. This is for the closed cases block filters, and this will be holding that all the new cases block filters will be available. Like that depends upon the number of blocks, these many number of sections will be getting prepared automatically here. Okay. Now I would like to add the condition. I want to show that all time data I would like to use here also. Here also all time data. Now I would like to add the filter over here. Click on add. I am selecting that status value equals to new. Only the new cases here. Click on apply. Click on run report. Now we can see that. Only those data here. Now, whatever the closed cases are available, these will be getting visible inside a separate table, and the new cases are available inside a separate table. These are the new cases are available. Like the similar way. Some cases, let me change it to in progress. Let me add one more block also. Working cases. Now, so now let me go to that report now, and then again adding one more block over here. I am adding one more block so that just you can drag and drop this column outside of the block over here. Now it is preparing one more block for you. Okay, one more block has been getting added. Like that, we can add up to 5 blocks, not more than that inside a report. Okay, in the joined report, we can able to add maximum of 5 blocks. So now here I am indicating like as working cases. I would like to add the required columns. Case number, status of that case, type of the case, priority, and the origin. Now, so when you come to the top, you will be having one more block. Working cases block will be available. Here we can able to add the filters. I want to indicate the status value equals to working. Now click on OK. Run the report right now. So now these are the 3 blocks are available. All the closed cases in a separate table, and the new cases in a separate table, and then working cases in a separate table. Like that, we can able to represent the records in the form of a multiple tables also here by using joined reports. Okay, clear? Now, so previously this kind of report we have generated by using tabular format. This is one separate report, this is a separate report, this is a separate report, but multiple reports we have combined together with the help of this joined reports. Okay. I am giving the report folder, CS sales reports. Click on save and close. Okay. Now, so now in this case, we have generated the tabular, summary, and the join. And then we have the matrix reports. Matrix in the sense form. Matrix in the sense what? Rows and columns. That means what? Matrix reports will allow us you to group the records based on row wise, column wise, both. Okay, both row wise also we can group, column wise also we can able to group. X-axis wise, Y-axis wise, both we can able to group the records by using this matrix reports. Then how can we generate this matrix reports? Now let's see practically in this case. Now, for example, I want to generate the data over here based on some opportunity records. I'm taking that opportunity object here. Now, I would like to take this columns information inside this. Okay. Opportunity name, type, source, amount, expected revenue, close date, next step, stage, and then all these columns are available. But I don't want all these columns here. I don't want all these columns information. Okay. Now, I want to generate the report based on that all-time data. These are the various opportunity records are available inside my report. Now, based on that probability wise, I would like to segregate. Okay, based on the probability wise, I would like to segregate these reports here. How can we segregate? Now, let's see practically here. Based on the probability and the stage wise, I would like to indicate how many number of records are available inside my report. Let's see. Now, I would like to group that records based on that, the stage and then the probability wise. For this one, I would like to use that report type as matrix. Select the report type as matrix report. Now you will be having that horizontal grouping and then vertical grouping is also there. Horizontal, I would like to use the stage value here. I'm using that stage value for the horizontal grouping. Vertical grouping, I would like to use that probability here. Probability I'm using for the vertical grouping here. Okay. Now, I don't want to show this whole information. Don't show this drop zones also. So these are the drop zones are visible. Don't show these drop zones again. For this one, I'm going to be removing this drop zones. Details also I don't want here. Now, when you run this report here, now it is indicating that. So now the horizontal grouping is also there and then vertical grouping is also available over here. Now in this case, now prospecting wise, with the stage prospecting, 10% of the probability we are having one record, 20% of the probability we are having 0 records, like that totally we are having 1 record is there with the prospecting stage. With the qualification stage, we are having 1 record is there. With the needs analysis stage, we are having 1 record. And with the ID decision makers stage, we are having 3 records. And with the proportional or price code, we are having 2 records are available, which are having 75% of the probability. That means each stage wise, with the probability wise, we can able to group the records also. Both horizontal grouping and the vertical grouping. The total group is available, count is available here also, and the vertical count is also available to you over here. Like that, whenever if you want to generate that report, which will be providing the grouping of the reported data, both horizontal wise and the vertical wise, we can able to grow with the matrix reports. Okay. Now, in this case, whenever we are going to be using that reports here, okay, whenever I'm going to be using this reports data, a report can able to generate maximum of 200 records as a result. When you click on run report, it can able to show maximum of 200 records, not more than that. But suppose, for example, inside my object, I'm having thousands of records are there which are matching this criteria. I want all. Then what we can do? In this case here, what I want to do is, whenever if you want to get more than 200 records as a result set from the report, then we have to schedule it. Whenever we are scheduling the report, it will be sending all the data to you over here. But if you are running the report by using this run report button, it can show maximum of 200 records as a result set inside the report, not more than that. That is the limitation. Your report can return maximum of 200 records here, not more than that. If you want to send more number of records, then we have to schedule it. How to schedule the report? You know that concept. Okay? Now. So now here I'm saving this report right now. In this case, once the report has been getting generated, then how can we represent this reported data in the dashboard component over here? I want to show this reported data in the dashboard component, nothing but chart component. You know that. Already we have generated the chart component also. Now I want to show the same report in the different charts. Like whenever the company has announced a financial result, they're representing that financial results in the multiple charts, like as horizontal bar chart, vertical charts, pie charts, donut charts, in the different chart format they're representing that. Like the similar way, I want to generate a dashboard. Click on new dashboard. Here you will be having the dashboard canvas is available. Here the dashboard canvas. These are the dashboard components are available to you. Okay, these are the dashboard components. Nothing but the chart components, nothing simple. Okay, like as horizontal bar chart, vertical chart, and the line chart, and then pie chart, and then donut chart, the funnel chart, like that here. All these charts are available here. I want to represent the data in the different chart formats. Now, place this dashboard components onto your dashboard. This is the dashboard here. This is the component I'm placing. And I want to show that same report in the multiple formats also. You can add the dashboard components. Like that here inside a dashboard, we can able to add maximum of 20 dashboard components. This is the limitation given by Salesforce. In this entire dashboard, we can able to add the multiple dashboard components up to how many? 20 maximum. This is one dashboard component. This is the second dashboard component. This is the third dashboard component. Like that multiple. Maximum of this is the second one. Third one. Like that 20 we can able to add. I would like to add these components here. I'm going to be adding that. Like that here we can able to specify. Now, I want to place this dashboard component over here. Now, I'm placing this dashboard components over here. Like this maximum of 20 dashboard components we can able to represent inside a dashboard. Now for this dashboard, what is the source? Report. Report is the source. Where is the reports are available? Go to the data source. Here we are having two tabs are available, components and the data source. Click on data source, you will be having the reports. Go to your folder where exactly the reports has been placed. Now here we have prepared a report called as all customer reports. CIS all customer reports, all account reports. When you're placing this one here, observe this one. What happened here? Tabular report. This is the tabular report I have given that. Tabular report cannot have any chart component. That already you are aware of that. Okay. So now if you want to generate the chart component, then that report should be summarized. So at that time we can use either matrix reports or either we can use summary reports. Okay. So now here I would like to use that rating customer summary report. Here I am going to be using this report. Now it is representing that. Same report I want to show with the different chart formats here. Same report I want to represent with the different chart formats. Report is same, but the same report I am representing with the different chart components over here. Depends upon your requirement. Like that if you want to show this one in the form of the horizontal bar charts and the vertical bar charts also, we can able to give that same data source. We can give that same data source also. Now the same report we can able to represent in the multiple dashboards components also over here. Okay. So now the dashboard here where we can able to represent that this is like some sales report. This is the sales dashboard, service dashboard, marketing dashboard. Like that we can able to represent the different dashboards over here. So whenever we are going to be having like as a owner of this particular entire organization, just that's looking into these dashboards only here. They are not looking into the actual report. They are looking into the dashboards only. They can see the complete information in one shot over here. Okay. Now, so once this dashboard is available, I want to show this dashboard on my home page of my user interface here inside my organization. CIS sales dashboard. Okay. CIS sales dashboard. Now, this is the dashboard component is available right now over here. Now, The other dashboard component is available where the same report I'm representing with the different dashboard components over here. So now here in this case, now the same dashboard I want to show on my user interface. Whenever I'm logging into my Salesforce organization, inside that by default, home tab will be getting selected by default. So here I want to see my dashboard just so that I can have the complete glance of my complete business in one shot here. For that one, how can we represent over here? Now let's see. Go to the setup menu. Go to the building menu in the left panel and click on customize. Go to the home. You will be having that home page components. Sorry. The home page layouts. Go to that home page layouts. You will be having a default layout is available that is called as a DE default. Now here it is indicating that here. Click on edit this layout. Now it is showing that items to approve, calendar it is showing right now, task it is showing right now. But now we are having dashboards are also available. I want to show the dashboards also. Select this checkbox, dashboard snapshot. Click on next button. Once you click on next, then where you want to show the dashboard over here. Generally on my home page, I'm having the first option as calendar and then my task and then items to approve. But I don't want to display my dashboard at the bottom. I want to show my dashboard at the top. So that I want to arrange over here. Dashboard snapshot should be at the top. And then calendar and then task and then items to approve. Or else items to approve, I want to make it over here. And then calendar. Or else I can able to display this one. Calendar will be at the last. Like that you can able to arrange. Now click on save and assign. Okay, save and assign. Now, let's go to that home page. Once you go to that home page, we can able to see your dashboard components over here. Now, whenever we are logging into the Salesforce instance, you will be having the home page, home tab will be getting selected by default. There we can able to see this information. Like as here, how many leads has been converted, how many leads are available today, how many leads were working, how many leads has been closed, everything. Like as the sales related, cases related, everything we can able to see the complete information in one shot over here by using this dashboard components. Like as one sales related and then one service related and one marketing related, we can able to place the multiple dashboards also in this home page here. Okay, so that as the owner of this organization, we can able to look into the dashboard components itself. No need to look into the each and every report separately. Okay, clear? This is a way we are going to be generating the reports and the dashboard components inside your Salesforce instance, all the 4 types of reports. Okay. So do the practice on this one, and then tomorrow we'll be continuing with the development sessions as it is here. Okay.